Heath Scotland comes from the ground. Margin out to 12.
This is all set up from Aaron Davey on the wing, who I love as a player. Got so many tricks, but sometimes you just got to do the obvious thing. He tried to handle one over his head for no reason. We had a player in the perfect position to give it off to, and they paid the ultimate price. Have a look at this, Chris. Aaron Davies got the footy. I love the way he plays. He's got magic all over him. But see the bloke just going alongside his right. Give the obvious handball. He runs in. It's an inside 50 to Melbourne. Trying a trick that wasn't on. Cost his side a goal.
So Carlton by 12 points. But it's been a lacklustre performance from the hot favourites. And the Demons making plenty of mistakes for their part. Simpson for Carlton. For Cloak running out of the centre.
Brave effort.
Bigger body than Morton, and both went hard at the contest. Again, Garlett's hands letting him down in the air, but he continues on. His tackle was good. Jetta. Oh, well done. Twinkle toes. Morton for McLean. Not a bad idea, but just had nobody there to receive it. Houlihan to Stevens. Gibbs, who's been just about in the class of his own out there today. Carazzo. Oh, Garlett again receiving off somebody else's hands, and he kicks his third goal. It was a bad mistake, though, that gave it to him.
Jeffrey Garlett playing his 9th career game. 7 goals in those 8 games prior to this, and he's very exciting. Chris Judd's had 11 disposals so far in the match, but he's looked a little bit tired in this game, you have to say. That kick didn't quite come off the boot the way you normally would. This one was a shame. These are all in about a minute or two period, and went off for a bit of a spell, but worked so hard. He carries so much attention. You'd love to get him fresh, wouldn't you, Tim, with only a week out from finals.
Been on Media Street with the Rudster.
That's right.
Okay, so a bounce the attacking side of the circle for Melbourne. So Walker took his eyes off the ball, allowed Rivers in. Chance for McDonald. Little left foot kick, wide. Sets Johnson a real task here. Can't control it. Boundary throw in, half forward for Melbourne.
I wonder if you'd be tempted. I think I would be tempted. There's Aaron Davey having a bit of a spell with Chris Judd to give him a lot of minutes up forward. Might be an option in a final. We know that he's got the ability to play there. Rather than just pounding him so hard, this midfield work, getting tagged as he always does.
McDonald to Jetta. Looking for an option, not too much to go to, and in the end waited too long. McNamara needs a boundary line and does well enough to get it over. So a boundary thrown on the wing, but good pressure coming from the Blues, cutting down the options.
Just push forward now, Judd.
Martin to the back, Valenti. Well done, Scotland. Pushes into the path of Simpson. Support provided by Stevens. Sweeps the handball. Gibbs again. Beautiful sidestep back towards Simpson on his left side here. Around Rivers too easily, and he kicks another.
Great finish.
No,
missed it.
He's missed it. Just kept turning to the right, and Rivers just letting him know after Rivers missed the tackle. So behind only to the Blues.
19 points is Carlton's biggest lead so far. Gradually growing. McNamara for the Demons. Oh, it's a bad choice. Valenti was always covered. Betts to Scotland, who kicked one a couple of minutes ago. He kicks another one now. And the Blues lead by 25.
These are the sort of mistakes that young players make in an inexperienced side. Trying to play the way I think the coach really wants them to play. Attack through the corridor. It takes skill to do that. Players that are manned up, and that is what you can what can happen when you turn it over in the middle of the ground.
2 goals to Heath Scotland, and Carlton's last 2 goals coming from two basic mistakes. Drop mark by Morton and then a poor kick from McNamara, gifting Carlton the goal. 25 points the margin. Looking ominous now. Cloak wobbles it inside, attacking 50. At the back, Judd. Walker an opportunity. Well done, Rivers does well. Takes it over. Boundary throw-in in the forward pocket.
I really reckon Cameron Cloak gives this Carlton side something. Can get inside the centre square and do some damage, and then he's capable of taking a big mark up forward.
Has Spencer as an opponent here. Cloak lurching out. Frawley, Jetta. Melbourne free kick, and they're allowed to run on. Valenti gives to Jetta, who's playing with plenty of energy and some creativity. Kale Morton just a little uncertain. Valenti, Maloney, and the D's advance in the Jamar direction, and he'll get a free kick against Thornton.
Chance to kick his third mark, Jamar.
Right side for him too. He's a left footer. What's that for?
Little grab on the right arm.
Well, he started off with one of the uglier goals of the season. His second, though, indicated he might be getting a taste for it. And now he has his most challenging shot. He'll be kicking from just inside 50, and the angle around 45 degrees. He's never kicked three in a match. Not until today, anyway. That's a beauty. All clear. Is the secret weapon up forward.
Big smile on Mark Jamar's face. He's enjoying this. Thornton just a little tug of the arm. These last two have come off the boot beautifully.
Bad news for Carlton, boys. Don't know exactly when it happened, but Richard Hadley appears to have broken his arm. The ambulance has been called to the Carlton room, so he's going to be taken to hospital. It happened about 5 minutes ago. Seemingly innocuous incident, but the earlier reports are broken arm, and he'll be rushed off to hospital.
Gee, bad news for the Blues there as Valenti kicks to half forward. Keep us posted, Andy, on developments. Bates back to Johnson with the outside of the boot. Kicks haphazardly or almost in the direction of Jarrah. Now good pressure on Russell, so a boundary throwing.
That was a kick that Leon Davis would have had considerable difficulty executing, I think.
Yeah, not sure Paul Johnson
was the man for the task.
I like his ambition. Richard Hadley is a big story in this game. I really think he's an important part of this side.
Judd just starts the back to get away and escape the Maloney tackle. Stevens, Walker needs to be precise here, and he was. Betts' mark low down in front of Whelan.
Richard Hadley just gives Carlton midfield something different. He contested ball is his strength. He's great at allowing Judd to get some space. So I hope the news is wrong from Andy Marr. I hope he hasn't broken his arm. That will not be great for him or Carlton in the finals.
Never been wrong before, does?
Never ever been wrong, Andy.
Once or twice, boys.
Very sad news, bearing in mind he's had a major knee injury during his career, but of course he played in a premiership team in about his fourth game, did he not? Murphy for Favola here, and on the double back is a chance, but Cheney got there first, and the line was his friend, but he's been pinned. And Favola gives to Simpson for a goal. Well, that's one you can argue about.
Kyle Cheney's going to argue.
No, that's... Watch it again. He takes it. He tackled. He had a split second. Perhaps he could have disposed of it.
You can actually argue over whether it was holding the ball or deliberate out, because there's a case for the latter as well.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever had any intention other than that.
Yeah, you're right. Would have been stiff to penalise him on deliberate, I think, Tim, and I think very stiff to call him for holding the ball. I think you've got to have some sanctuary, nowhere else to turn, and I think he's pretty stiff, Kyle Cheney.
He is, and he knows it.
So margin back to 25. Bounce favours Cruiser. Maloney intercepted knocked over by Gibbs. So the Blues, another opportunity.